Hi, and welcome to the first episode of That's the Case, the show where we drink a case of beer and chit chat. So that's beer number one.
Cheers.
There you go. I'm glad you didn't buffalo me there.
I'm already left-handed, so it works.
Yeah.
I never get buffaloed.
I guess if anyone's listening to this and they don't know what the Buffalo Club is,
It's a continual drinking game. I would explain it where you always have to hold it in one hand or
your left hand. It's got to be your left hand.
thank God I'm left-handed.
Yeah, it makes it easier. Anyways, if you get caught drinking out of your right hand at any point in time, then you have to drink your beer. Anyways, yeah.
And you can never leave the Buffalo Club.
That's true.
I think you got me in the Buffalo Club, actually. I remember one time at Stave Lake we tried to get in it, but I think I was too far gone in my mind to actually get in on it, and then I finally did at Rachel Spencer's.
You were on some things. I was on some things too.
I think we were all on some things.
That was a ridiculous camping trip.
That was the pinnacle.
No, it was good though. The Buffalo Club was hard to get into.
It is.
You have to do like a memory challenge essentially, where someone shows you what you have to do. It's a bunch of like tapping the table, tapping your beer, doing things in the right order, and you have to get everything exact, right? And if you mess up, they don't exactly tell you what it is until you mess up 3 times. You drink every time you mess up.
Yeah, I was on, it was like BuzzFeed, and it was like top 10 drinking games on BuzzFeed, and Buffalo Club was on it.
There's different rules depending on, like, I've seen a lot of different rules. Some of the rules I read, your girls aren't allowed in the club.
Oh, well, I'll show you what.
That's not the way we play, obviously.
No, I hope not. But I think it was Frank that started the Buffalo Club, or he was one of like the original members. Frank?
Yeah, we were all under that rule or that thought for a while. I bet Steve actually told me that the whole rules that he plays for the Buffalo Club are something completely different. Like the rules the same for the Buffalo Club, but the way you get in, that whole entrance challenge.
Oh, the initiation.
I couldn't think of that word. The whole initiation is actually completely different.
Oh, really?
Like it's like I think you have to like pay like a coin to get into the Buffalo Club, like a quarter or something like that. I don't even know where that money went. I'm dead serious. Steve told me this.
That's all. I should just be put in like the Buffalo Club jar, like a swear jar. It's the Buffalo Club jar.
Yeah, the whole tap the table. This is the first continental drink of the evening bullshit. That's like a different and Frank knows about that too, but it's like a different thing altogether.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. The history of the Buffalo Club.
It's it
was on BuzzFeed.
That's okay. Fair enough. It's a famous game. I don't even know what BuzzFeed is. What's BuzzFeed?
What? Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding.
BuzzFeed is like another, not a chive or anything like that, but it's like, let's answer 10 questions to tell you who your Disney princess character is. Like,
it's just all stuff like that? Or?
Yeah, or like top 10 like drinking games. Top 10 like, here's like a bunch of like, BuzzFeed, like, actually they were...
I get the idea. That's cool.
Yeah. I think they're trying to expand it because they're trying to get into the White House and like do like White House interviews, but I think they got rejected for all of it.
Yeah, well, I can see, what Disney princess are you, Mr. Trump?
Yeah. I'm Ariel. It's a whole new world.
Don't you dare. Wait, that's Aladdin.
Oh, yeah. I'm Jasmine.
Fair enough. You're Jasmine. I thought Trump was... Trump's not Jasmine.
No.
He wouldn't let Jasmine into the country.
No, who would Trump be? Who would Trump... Well, as a Disney princess, who would Trump be?
Oh, fuck. It has to be a princess. It'd be easier to be a Disney character.
Okay, as a Disney character, who would Trump be?
No, I want to answer the princess one.
Okay.
I think that's better. I'm tempted to say Belle.
Belle just loves his books and will love the Beast.
I haven't watched it in a long time. I don't remember if she loved her books. I was just more thinking she was kind of more like bold and badass compared to everyone else. And
she was pretty bold and badass.
Trump's a pretty bold person. He's not. He's not exactly like timid by any means.
I wouldn't deny that. No, definitely.
I don't know any of the new Disney princesses. I grew up on the old shit.
God, you're gonna hear "Let It Go" about 1,000,000 times.
Oh yeah. Their hair's about the same.
Yeah, you need someone with like fluffy hair.
What Disney princess has fluffy hair, though?
Oh, they all do. They all have beautiful hair.
Fluffy, I said. I didn't say beautiful.
Well, fluffy and beautiful.
You know, they condition. I don't know if Trump does.
They use argan oil.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's because they use it.
What does that mean?
Girl talk. It's all girl talk.
Okay. Argon, that's a noble gas.
Yeah.
I believe.
I believe it is too. Yeah.
Did you ever take chemistry in high school?
You know what? No, because I failed all of that and I had to take basic
Oh.
on everything.
That sucks.
Yeah. You know what?
It's probably better than
not much.
probably better than taking chemistry. I took chemistry.
Yeah.
I liked it grade 8, 9, 10 is when it was like part of science, and then I like took chemistry. The first term was kind of the same, and then it quickly became a math course, essentially, with just chemistry added to it, and I hated math. Math was horrible.
Yeah, math was horrible. Took basic math as well.
I went to applications. I don't think I needed to. They were suggesting it, but it was just sort of like, I don't know, whatever. I kind of regret doing it, because technically I don't have, like, you're supposed to take applications in grade 12 as well, for it to be, like, equal to the...
Great.
To be considered the same equivalent of taking grade 11 math. I think grade 12 math was optional, while grade 11 math wasn't optional, but grade 12 it was.
Yeah.
But the applications, you basically have to take to grade 12 for it to be the same equivalent. So, I mean, I think any post-secondary education that I would ever get into from this point on probably wouldn't include needing, like, oh, you don't have your grade 11 math equivalent. I don't think that's going to be an issue for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I actually had a problem with all of that, how it was set up, and why I took basic math, and why I took science and tech, and why I took
Did they make you, or is it like your parents' choice? Was it your choice? How'd that actually work?
Well, the way I kind of saw it was like math principles was like way at the top, and math applications was like a centimeter underneath it, and then there was this huge like 12-foot gap to like basic math, and I fell in that 12-foot gap area. And so I was smarter than basic math, but I was stupider than math applications. And so I immediately went there. And actually I went to...
At least it's tough that they don't... I mean, it's hard for them to have that many different sort of levels of math for everyone, but it does suck when you fall into that, that gray area in between. You're kind of limbo where it's like you're around a bunch of people who it's like either don't give a fuck or just don't get it, and you just, you just not having a little bit of trouble with that higher level, I guess, but...
Yeah. Yeah, same with the science and tech with the science program. I wasn't a biology, I wasn't a chemistry, I wasn't a physics. But
it was still the same equivalent, though, wasn't it? Like it was.
No.
Oh no. Okay. Never mind.
No, I remember. Not at all. I remember we used to walk home with my cousin, and he was like, he's 10 years younger than me, 10 or 8 years younger than me, and I'd be like, oh hey Jess, like what are you learning in science right now? Shooting the shit with him. And be like, oh, I'm learning about like solar power, and I'm like, yeah, I'm learning about that too. So a lot of the things, it was just like, it was like wind power. Like, how do you harness wind power? And it was like, oh God.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. That sucks.
Yeah, but you know what? I did go to Mr. Thrallfall and I laid out my case.
What did you say?
And he just kind of humored me.
Oh.
Nothing really happened about it. I just got humored and was like, I got like a little there. Like a little pat on the shoulder, there. And that was my...
The education system here is not great, but it's not. I mean, you can only do so much, right? I mean, they're there to, the people who really want to go to post-secondary and all that kind of stuff. They go there and they do it. It's not like it's not letting people be capable. I think a lot of it's just people either don't care enough. At least that's how it was for me. I didn't care in high school, and I didn't do well, but I could have done a lot better. Maybe not, grade A student, but I think I could have done all right and better than I did. But.
Yeah. But to be honest, like the two courses or the two classes that actually helped me progress in my career that I'm in right now is history, which I've loved.
Okay.
All about history.
How does that apply? Just curious.
Okay, how does history apply to my career?
Okay, wait, now I get it. All right, I gotta talk to the audience for a second here. So, if you didn't know, which you probably don't, unless you're just one of our friends listening to this, Melissa, which we haven't even introduced ourselves yet, have I?
No, we don't think we have.
All right, well, this is my first time doing a podcast, by the way, so forgive me if I make a few mistakes. I'm Thomas. I'm the person who's who's come up with this idea of drinking a case of beer and talking for an hour ish.
We'll see how long the beer lasts.
Yeah, we got a 15 case of Keystone.
Challenge accepted.
I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through 15, but
About 18 pee breaks in between.
I'm going to try and do like several episodes of this show. And each episode, I'm going to drink a case of beer with someone else. Today's guest is Melissa.
Hello.
And I will be your host, I guess, because I'll be here all the time. I hope you don't mind listening to my voice for an hour. Anyways, back to
why history was it helps me so much in my career.
Yeah. You work with the elderly, right? So.
I do. So a lot of the things I learned in history is exactly the people I meet on a day-to-day basis. Like I've met the Nazis, and I've met Nazi hunters, and I've met Marilyn Monroe's roommate, which I actually had to check out her story, and it was legit.
That's ridiculous. Sorry, who again? Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, I met her roommate.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting. It was before Marilyn became famous, but they lived together for a while, and
That's still pretty cool.
yeah, exactly. So that course really helped me up, and just like kind of knowing and what's going on. And also the second course that helped me in my career was German. I took the language German because I couldn't do French.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And it was like an easy cop out. You know, it was like, let's do German. And then actually I was like, oh, hey, here's all these little German ladies that I can actually say, like, hello, and sit down. How are you?
I kind of want to go back for a quick second here and just refer. You said that no, that's fine. I was just gonna say you said that there was Nazis and Nazi hunters. Is this in the same care home?
No, this is in a different care home.
Oh,
So
okay.
the Nazi I met, actually, she was a lovely lady. I don't know. It's kind of weird to say that about people, but and I didn't actually realize she was a Nazi until I put two together, and. You know, she was about 100 years old, and she had a double degree in music and chemistry, and grew up in Germany, and, you know...
you can be a generally nice person and not be a good person, I think.
I think so, too.
I think there's, people put out a general, they put out themselves to the public, and they're gonna act a certain way, and they want to be part of society. So, everyone has that sort of, like, nice, this is my, like, general...
Yeah.
But, they
Your
can still have some fucked up beliefs, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, exactly.
Supreme races and things like that. But, it gets a little messed up.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, my Nazi hunter I met, he was actually, again, a lovely gentleman.
And they didn't live in the same care home.
No, they did not.
That would have made the story that much better, though.
I know. No, they did not. And his name was Olaf. I don't know what his last name was. His name was Olaf. And I didn't realize it until I looked at his tattoos on his hand. Because he had all these crazy tattoos on his hand, so I wrote whatever was on his hand down, because I knew not to ask him, because he had the numbers written on his arm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so obviously I wasn't going to bring anything up, and then I went home one day and I Googled it, and he turns out he was a badass Hungarian Nazi hunter.
Jesus.
Like Inglourious Bastards probably could have been based on him kind of story. So
did you ever? So you never really actually heard any stories from him? You just kind of read about him online.
Yeah, I read about him online. I knew not to ask any questions just because I didn't want to bring up any.
That's fair. I can see how that.
But he was a Hungarian Nazi hunter, and I knew because of the marks on his arm, obviously the numbers on his arm, and the tattoos he had on his knuckles.
Shit, I never knew that. You never told me that before. That's cool.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I meet a lot of really interesting people. It's every walk of life that kind of comes through the doors is someone I'll deal with on a day-to-day basis, and it's pretty cool.
Okay, let's do a quick beer check here. Okay, well, you still got a bit more to work on there, Melissa. I'm not beating you by much, but...
I'll challenge accepted, Thomas.
Closer to the end of that hour, I'm going to be a couple beers ahead of you, I don't know how many beers I can drink, so...
Oh, God, I'm going to be smashed
in an hour. No, we're trying to do this in an hour, essentially, and, like, if you can only get through 12, because, I mean, a typical case is only 12, and we do have 15 here, that's a lot. That's definitely a lot. It's like 7 for one of us and 8 for the other in an hour-ish. I mean, if it goes over an hour, whatever, right?
Bring it on, Thomas.
I don't want a 2-hour podcast here.
I absolutely have to say, I love the idea of this podcast.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool idea.
Yeah. For the viewers that don't know, Thomas is an extremely creative person. I have tried to put Teddy on the internet, but I can't figure it out properly.
Yeah, I still need to give credit to the music I used for that, though. Like, you know, unless if it got enough hits, we probably would have gotten in trouble.
I think we would have, because every time I tell someone about the movie Teddy, when I give them like a brief synopsis of like, oh hey, so you know, a good buddy of mine, Tom, is making this video, and it's about a killer teddy bear that murders everyone, and I tell everyone that I may or may not have died of burns, and they're like, really? Can I see this?
Oh, I know. I gotta. Some people are getting like, oh, that's one of the things. Like originally when you said we were gonna consider doing this at my house or your house and all that stuff. That's why. Give me your flash drive today, and I'll get the video.
You know why it's not on me?
Oh my god.
I know. I've been trying to get this Teddy video for so long, and I just.
Well, next time we hang out,
yes.
or next time I'll have you over.
I'm gonna show up at your house one day.
It's fine. Well, give me a call because sometimes my house is pretty messy. I need to.
No, really? No,
yeah.
I love you.
But yeah.
Yeah, good times.
All right, so I don't know about you. I'm almost done this beer.
I'm trying to drink as fast as I can. Like I said, I'm gonna have to take like 18 pee breaks during the whole thing.
Yeah.
My bladder is small and I've already broke the seal.
I'm probably. Oh yeah, well there you go. I'm gonna probably have to do a couple of smoke breaks too.
That's okay. We can do that.
Oh yeah, you're probably gonna have a smoke break too, aren't you?
I'm slowly in the smoking. I'm not full board back
Fair
in
enough.
it.
That's good. Good. Melissa is trying to quit smoking right now.
I have never said I'm quitting smoking. I said I'm not smoking today.
That's what she said, and she said that a long time ago, and
I lived up to it.
She did that for a lot of days, and then now what are you saying? You're I'm smoking a little bit today.
And then I have no one to answer to.
Well, you have me to answer tonight.
Yeah, the smoker over here.
I can still give you shit.
And I said you could.
Yeah, you said I could wag my finger.
Oh yeah, that's right. I said you could wave your finger at me. I didn't say you could give me shit.
Oh, this is Jamie, isn't it?
I think Jamie is here. We'll have to get her involved in this case.
Yeah. We're gonna have to maybe get. Can we get a couple of your beers involved too?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I got a 15 case as well.
I guess 3 people, 5 beers each. That's still pretty decent in an hour.
Oh, in an hour? That's like power hour.
Yeah, so we'll do that actually. We'll get Jamie involved. We'll get her caught up. So we got another guest coming up here. She's literally coming up the stairs right now. Her name is Jamie.
It is her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Jamie!
Happy birthday!
Fuck!
I'm
sorry.
Tom's birthday is tomorrow. How do you forget Jamie's birthday's today?
I was busy at work today. I did not.
Last night.
I kind of like preemptively did it last night.
So, it's for anyone that doesn't know, I have 3 amazing, beautiful friends, and their birthdays are April 7th, April 8th, and April 9th. And it's always been that way. And Jamie's is April 7th, Thomas is April 8th, and Eric's is April 9th. And it's a triple threat birthday. 3 beautiful souls, and April 8th has forgotten April 7th's birthday. And here comes the hugs.
I'm sorry.
I was waiting all day for a text.
Oh, I feel so bad.
You dick.
I actually was.
I believe you, and I feel bad. I really do.
It's okay.
Oh.
You're a dick. We all know it.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Are you going to get in on this podcast with us, right?
Yeah, come on in.
What's it for?
We're shooting the shit.
We're just like, we're going to drink a case of beer and talk for like an hour-ish.
Okay, I'm drinking wine.
You're not going to drink beer? Oh, that's fine. That's what we're always. Just come.
Come join. You know where everything is.
Yeah.
So what were we talking about beforehand?
I don't remember. We're not exactly only 1 beer deep right now. Both Melissa and I had kind of pre-drunk before this.
Maybe a couple. You took like an hour to get to my house.
Well, I took my usual shower with a couple beers involved. And
Took your time.
Yeah.
Moseyed on.
It's like my favorite time of the day. That's my chill time. That's when I think
Shower
about...
time?
Yeah, that's when I think about crazy shit and ideas like this.
Ooh.
And at work, you know.
May I?
Yeah. Hey, fuck yeah, I ended up being me in the end. Fuck.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh my god. That's only 1 beer deep. Fuck. Or 3, I guess. 4. I guess 3 now.
Beer explosion on my table.
Falling over.
Beer explosion on my table. So my table's pretty much almost done.
Alright, that must up. Well, okay, explain the table.
Okay, so
people can't see this.
Oh yeah, my table is beautiful. So what I did is when I first moved out, I got a beautiful cheap IKEA table, and then anyone that came to my house, I bought clay. So anyone that came to my house, instead of sitting and watching TV, we would converse and doodle on my table with clay. I think actually to this day I have 35. I think I counted 35 people on my table. Of just like different souls that came in and out.
Different people or,
Yep.
or different pictures?
Different people.
Okay.
Yeah, different people because I've done multiple ones on it. And I think you've done two.
Yeah, just
Miss Jamie Wells over here has done a couple.
I
And
sure have.
yeah, anyone that comes, and whenever I explain it to anyone, I'm like, oh yeah, I have this really awesome table that if anyone comes, I let them do clay art on my table, and it's kind of like my memory table. And whenever I say that to anyone, everyone's like, I want to be on your table.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would love for you to be on my table.
No shit, it's a sweet idea. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks awesome. What you should do, I know you got your plastic thing
No,
on
I
here.
need to epoxy it or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Like they have that at the
Hardware-
Canby.
Oh.
Not with clay though. They just have like paintings, but they like
Oh, like a
Oh,
put that like glaze
yeah.
on top, right?
what is
so
it
that
called?
Oh.
I don't know what you call it.
It's not epoxy.
Fiberglass?
No, this is
No, that's
fiberglass.
like fiberglass. But they have like
No, but you can.
No. Actually, our beautiful neighbor, Rachel and Spencer, pretty much more than Rachel, has said that he would help me with putting something on my table.
Oh, nice.
That's sweet.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, he's been very helpful in helping me out with like little home projects and offering to.
yeah, he did that frame for you, didn't he?
No, he did my moon frame. He just put two different pieces of wood at the bottom of it, so I can hang up my wood frame or my moon
Oh,
frame.
is that you did? Okay.
Yeah, I know. He made a beautiful table, which I told him he could make me a dining room table any day.
He probably will. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
lot of work to do that. Yeah, he made a sick
Well,
table. That
I'm
was
not
really
married
well
to him, so I don't think he would do everything I ask.
done. Yeah, he did a really good job. on
Oh.
the table. He's a good craftsman.
Yeah, I
He's really
wish
good
I.
at woodwork. I'm not so good at the woodwork, but
Hmm.
I don't have the patience for woodwork. I don't think.
No, I don't either.
I like doing stuff with metal more because it's supposed to look more rustic and like it doesn't have that same.
Speaking of metal and looking cool, have you worked on any more swords?
No, the last thing I did was that little knife that I made,
Oh, the cheese and cougar knife.
the cheese and cougar knife.
Cougar knife.
Yeah,
What a name.
I love it.
I guess I'll kind of explain that. The cheese and cougar knife I made with the intention of using for hiking. Cheese, I always like to bring cheese when I hike, and well, you never know when you're gonna run into a cougar, so it's my cheese and cougar knife.
Made out of an antler.
But you say cougar kind of sounds
Beat
like...
off the old ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not beat off the old ladies.
Thomas likes his cheese and cougars. This is his knife he carries to get them.
Look at my badass sword, ladies.
Yeah, I never pictured it like that, but I mean,
It sure sounds like that. To majority of the audience, that is what it will sound like.
Okay, well, fair enough. At least you know the true story. Then it is for cougars in the
Ladies,
wild.
Thomas is single. He's a very nice man.
I am.
Very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
I don't think any day would be boring.
No.
I honestly could say that. I don't think any day would be boring.
Sometimes even when you want to be lazy, he would make it not boring. He'd
Yeah.
take you off your
Alright,
feet.
we're not advertising Thomas online here. Come on now.
He's
alright.
single, ladies.
Ow, ow.
How was your day, Jamie?
Yeah, how was your birthday? Happy birthday again.
So far, so good, but I haven't really done a lot. Minus work all day for 9 hours. I ended up working a lot longer than I had to.
I worked 9 hours today too. Pound it.
So
Yeah.
that was a big one, and I had some big
7.5.
colors, but it was nice. My parents took me for dinner, so I got to spend some time with them, and we went to Milestones. My mother got red wine spilled on her by the waitress, so that was not pleasant.
That's
That's
not
not
good.
And my mother doesn't handle things like that correctly.
No.
Did she flip it in the restaurant?
No, she stayed cool, but she just,
Was worked out.
Tara
kept her
can be
cool.
very to the point though.
Yeah.
Tara can be very like,
she's like, I need your card for a dry cleaner, and,
yeah.
they took stuff off our bill, so
Oh shit.
Mom and Dad, it was nice to spend some time with them.
Not
Good.
fucking around.
At any point during today, did you ever stop to say like, "Holy shit balls, it's my birthday"?
I did not.
No?
But technically, only
I
a
never
couple.
think that.
I always
Technically,
think that.
Really?
technically, only an hour and 19 minutes ago, I actually turned 29.
Okay, well today, like right now, Jamie, like
What's the exact time?
6:23.
I'm not gonna do the math. 6:23.
Yeah.
I'm 9 o'clock exactly.
Oh,
To
nice.
the minute.
I'm the third child, and my mom has no idea. When
I don't care anymore.
I got 2 other ones to look home.
I'll call her Melissa, I guess. I don't give a fuck. Just get her out of me.
My parents remember
I was
everything.
named after chocolate.
After chocolate?
I was named after chocolate. My name is Melissa May, and my dad's favorite candies are M&M's.
M&M's.
Was that planned like that? Or, oh my god.
Well, my
Eric,
dad.
I gotta say something. Eric almost, he was really going for this, and I was trying to get like, oh, you should name if it's a boy, is Elsa.
Yeah.
Our friend Eric, he had a kid. Her name's Elsa. Anyways, she's a beautiful little girl, and he said he was gonna, if it was a guy beforehand, he was saying.
Cut back for a second. It just sounded like you said she beat up a little girl, but she's a beautiful little girl, right?
That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay.
She's a baby. Anyways,
Okay.
she. If it was gonna be a boy, I was trying to convince him to name him Thomas, and
Good luck with that.
he almost considered doing middle name Thomas. And I think the first name was going to be William. His last name is Freudenreich, so her initials would have been WTF. And he was pushing for it, and I was really hoping, because not only would my name be in there, but also his baby's initials would be WTF.
I think Sarah would put an end to that, though.
Oh, she did. It was very, before they knew it was a boy or a girl, she put an end to it very quick. She's like, not a fucking chance.
I could see Sarah putting it. I could see any lady being like, my child will not be called WTF.
If I was a guy and my initials were WTF, I thought that'd be kind of cool. I think I'd like that. That'd be neat.
Now you would, but like growing up with that kind of like stigmatism, like you know, like
maybe you're right. Yeah,
people
fair
would
enough.
be
fair
like,
enough.
oh hey, what the fuck are you? You gotta think of that kind of stuff. You have to think of
Wow,
like how
you're-
your name is gonna
Wow.
project onto
your life. You want a strong name.
It sounds like you're a bully right there, Melissa.
Well,
No.
I'm looking after the best of yourself.
And the future.
Why
self.
myself? My name's not WTF.
Anyone that's named WTF. No, there was a study actually. I was reading this, like Malcolm Gladwell. He's absolutely phenomenal. He did this writing about a person and these two twins. There was twins are born. The dad named one winner and the dad named the other one loser. True story.
Oh boy.
To see how their life would project. And
That's interesting, but at the same time, in my opinion, kind of cruel.
oh, very cruel. But actually, what had happened is winner became a drug addict, and loser became a police officer.
That's how I pictured it happening. To be honest with you, because
Yeah.
you want to
My name is Loser?
beat the name that you've been given, kind of thing. You're being named loser. You want to prove differently. If you're called
Totally.
winner, you're gonna have that attitude like I don't care.
I'm boss.
Yeah, and then drugs and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Follows. That's never.
Yeah. No, I thought it was really interesting because you're like, oh, like, winner's going to be so great. And then it's like, no.
Oh, I think that's why he did it. I don't think I think he wanted to see whether that would actually play out that way, and I think it did, obviously.
Nurture
but
versus nature.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, have you ever seen that movie?
Excuse me, I burp.
Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. It's with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. Trading Places. Have you guys ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
It's basically Eddie Murphy's like this like street urchin kind of type guy, like pretending to have like be paralyzed from the waist down and shit like that, and like basically like a homeless guy, and then this Dan Aykroyd's like this rich businessman. Oh, excuse me, CEO of a company or something like that, and they basically the owners, people who actually like own the company, basically like have like a bet, but the whole nature versus nurture bet or topic, and
Interesting.
sorry, I can't keep burping.
Oh,
Drinking this beer
Beers
too
are getting
fast.
to you.
Well, yeah.
I'll fetch back, don't
How many
worry.
beers have you had this afternoon?
This is my second one since
Good
we've
for
started.
you.
Since we've
we
started
started.
this, I had
Oh.
3 before that. I'm on. This is my 5th beer. That's Melissa's
Fourth.
4th. We're both alcoholics.
We're-
It's okay, I already had 2 Moscow mules out of Bellini.
Don't tell anyone.
I'm telling
You're
everyone.
allowed.
If this gets popular, the whole internet's gonna know, and that's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. Bring it on.
Um,
I'm functioning in life.
You're what?
I said I'm functioning in life.
I'm sort of functioning in life.
Uh,
I still exist. I'm still alive.
you haven't
so-
died yet.
Yeah,
So I
so-
say you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what I say when people are like, oh, like, how's life going? I'm like, well, I haven't died yet. So I'm going to say it's going pretty good.
Yeah.
That's Sounds like a really cheery outlook on life.
Well, I think you always have to be like, it's all about how you look to life. Because if you're going to be positive outlook towards life, I think positive things are going to be kind of creeping more and you're going to notice them more. But when you're negative towards life...
It just didn't sound like you're very positive the way you phrased and voiced that.
No, I'm actually a very positive person.
Well, I haven't died yet.
Well, my whole spiel is I have a roof over my head and food in my belly, and I haven't died yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all you need, right?
Exactly.
And friends and family and love and all that
I was just going to say, and good friends by my side.
Exactly.
Which I have good friends by my side. Yeah, I've known you guys for quite a long time, eh?
Definitely.
We've been friends for a while now.
I've known you since I was 13.
Grade 8.
Grade 8.
Yeah, grade 8.
And grade 4?
10 years old.
Oh, Thomas and I have been longer. I stole your Stella Luna book?
Oh, yeah.
In grade 3?
You fucking bitch.
I know, I am.
No, you're
Not
not.
denying
No,
that.
you're not a bitch, Melissa.
denying
You just
that.
were a bitch a long time ago and when I was in grade 3. Yeah, so...
That's right, I stole your book.
Right, guys, they just side hugged. They truly love each other.
Oh, yeah. But she
Yeah.
still fucking stole my book and like...
Well, clearly one day for your birthday, which is not tomorrow, or Christmas, I will get you that book.
I have the... You gave it back. I got it back.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, I will buy
No.
you that book one day.
I don't want the book anymore. It's about a bat that, like... it's just about a bat, and it's like a kid's
I feel
book.
totally horrible, though. Like,
I
I was
don't-
probably like a meanie to you.
Kinda, but... Yeah.
Bully?
Yeah, I was like a
I
bully.
said she was a bully. You remember that? It
Yeah.
literally just happened like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad because Thomas is a really good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
Wow.
bitch.
Well, I'm glad we worked through that.
Yeah,
And I'm glad I'm the first person on your show.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
You're the second, Jamie. You're like the second guest.
I'm the guest. Is this like a show?
I'm gonna do more episodes of this. I haven't explained this to everyone, by the way. So yeah. No, yeah. It's gonna be like a podcast. I'm gonna just we're just talking. Like it's not filming us. It is filming us, but I'm just gonna detach the audio and just make it just about.
Can people hear us right now?
Yeah. Well, not people. It's not like live streaming somewhere.
Oh.
This is just I'm just recording it. I'm gonna not edit it, but just take the video portion of it out and then put it out.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a podcast, I guess. You
want to start your own?
Oh, I'm trying it. I don't know.
Nice.
See how it goes. Why not?
I don't think it's a problem.
It's called That's the Case.
That's the case.
Yeah, because we drink a case of beer
Oh my god, that's awesome.
and then just talk about shit.
Just get drunk and talk about it. We should get stoned and talk about it.
Get stoned and talk about getting stoned?
No. Talking about life.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much more stoned I can get. I've already had a puff today. I'm gonna be
If I'm drinking, I can't
too
get
out of it to
stoned.
talk at that point. And I'm gonna be
Slurring the word.
you can puff.
I might puff.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna
It's my
have.
birthday. I can do what I want.
I know you can.
Holy shitballs,
Oh,
Jamie! It's your birthday. I
Honestly, it's just a birthday, though.
Whoa.
I hate to say it, but I'm 29, and it doesn't really feel like my birthday, but it's nice because I've
But
got
you
lots
have
of
to,
love
like,
from everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, just gonna ask you to hold on 1 second here. Melissa?
yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie. Happy birthday to you.
Love you. Thank you. Mwah,
Yeah,
mwah, mwah.
your last year of your 20s. You're in your last year of your 20s.
Very true. I
Is
gotta
this-
live it on. I gotta bring it on. I
You're
gotta do
in
it
your
right.
30th year.
Oh, I'm well aware. My father told me that today.
Oh, okay.
We have hit the digit of 3.
Yep. I am going to my fourth. Well, technically,
I'm gonna take a
third
quick break.
decade.
You guys keep talking, smoke break.
Yeah, go for
but
it.
fourth
Where you at? Where
break.
you at, beer?
My
Hurry up.
fourth decade.
Be done by the time I come back in.
Oh, I will be. Yeah, isn't it crazy? Like, we're thinking, like, I always think it, like, I watched this amazing TED Talk once, and it was about, like, the acts of life.
Okay.
So our first act of life is from, like, 0 to 30.
Yeah.
Our second act of life is 30 to 60, and life's third act is 60 to 90. Yes, not to death. Once you hit 90, I tell everyone that I work with, once you hit 90, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You can tell me anything, and I would just be like, yep, you're 90.
Yeah.
It's
You're
okay.
old. You can say what you want.
So realistically, like, you are almost finishing your first act of life and going on to the second
As
big
much as
production.
depression, it's exciting.
Yeah?
Youth is hard to give up.
Yeah.
It's a hard one to give up, but at the same time, bring on the new stuff.
Yeah.
Bring on the new adventures.
Mhm.
I'll always be young at heart.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. It's all about, like, how you
Yeah.
feel. It's not actually your age. But I kind of, like, in my mind, I find I'm ready for 30. I'm like, excuse me, bring on 30. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for these. Like, I love my 20s, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I'm ready for 30 to happen. I'm ready for 20s to be over, and I'm ready for 30 to happen. I'm ready to, like, kind of take that step and just to...
I think that's admirable. That's a huge step.
I say that now. I'm still 28.
I'm gonna cry on my 30th birthday. I know it's gonna happen.
I cried on my 19th birthday because it was my last year of the teens. I remember I was working at Augustine House and I broke down in the kitchen and Sheena was like, what is your problem? And I was like, it's my last year of being in my 20s. Or being in my teens.
I remember my 25th birthday, me and Thomas and a bunch of people went to Vegas.
Yeah, that's right.
And I remember,
gosh.
I needed to get out of town to realize I was going to my second half of my 20s because I was so upset. And now I'm thinking, gosh, I'm 29. It's not that bad. It's been pretty good. It's been pretty amazing.
Well, as Thomas and I say, you haven't died yet.
Yeah.
You're doing okay. You haven't
Doing
died
good.
yet.
Are you
I'm
finished?
fine.
We're not finished yet.
Are you drinking this whole case of beer for this whole podcast?
That's the whole thing.
That's the case. That's what we do.
It's not the case yet. Right now, we've made a pretty decent dent in this thing.
Yeah.
You have
Thomas,
9 years left.
Thomas, how do you feel about turning 29 tomorrow? Like, how do you feel about all of that?
I feel like I'm not as prepared in life as I should be for the age that I am. But as for the actual age itself, whatever.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's nothing wrong with being 29. I just feel like I should, have a bit more money saved than I do, and
I think that's the main thing, is that you feel like you should be at somewhere else, at a different point in your life that you're not. But like Melissa always says, you can't compare yourself to other people and other people's lives. Because we all have different perspectives and different wants and desires.
Can you pass me my sweatshirt? Sorry.
Yeah, well, I remember growing up, and because my parents were married very young in their life. So I remember growing up being like, I'm going to be married at 22, I'm going to have a house at 24, I'm going to have babies by 25, but that's kind of old.
My parents were married really early, too. They were, or at least my mom was. My mom was, I think, 22 when...
Her and Brian got together?
Maybe even 21 when she got married, and then maybe 22 when she had me, and then my dad was... No, that can't be right, actually, because...
That was my parents. My mom was married at 21, had Jamie at 22, Tammy at 24, and me at 20... No. It was something along those lines. And now they just celebrated their 35th wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's awesome.
On the 2nd of April. Yeah, way to go, Mom and Dad. You did it.
And they're still as in love as they once were when they first got married.
They're old, though.
Are you telling them?
Yeah,
directly?
Congratulations, Mom and Dad.
Are they going to listen to this?
Probably not. I hope not. I kind of hope not.
I was kind of going to say.
My parents were a little bit different. They got married in their early 20s, but had 8 years before they even decided to have kids. And they didn't have kids till their early to mid 30s.
It gives you a chance to go out and do stuff, right?
Yeah,
live your life, travel, and yeah, exactly, right? There's nothing wrong with waiting a while. They bought a house and...
Yeah, see, in my life, I don't know if I can really, project myself having kids, so I'm not, I need to find someone right now. I'm
it's not that, time
it's
clock
not
clicking
alright,
on you.
Biological clock is ticking, put a baby in me, I'm not really towards that.
You might change your mind at some point, though, and then there's always that, right?
Yeah.
No, I think she's had this head...
Not to try and put that on
you,
but I'm just
saying.
saying.
No, that's true. Life will slap you in the face when you least expect it. Anytime life will slap you in the face when you least expect it. Yeah, but, No, I've never had that
desire.
Want. So I'm like, you know what? Realistically, I could probably meet the love of my life at like 45, and be okay with it, because I'll just do me. Well, I mean, like I'll like do my life, not do me, but like
she'll do herself.
Masturbation is. No, I'll just do whatever I feel like. I'll just kind of live my life, and then whatever happens. I'm not like striving and like pulling straws or anything like that.
You gotta live your life your own way, right?
Yeah, you gotta make
it right
like
for
you
yourself.
say, you can't compare it to other people.
No, you really can't. Because everyone else is on their own path.
Exactly.
Especially a couple of years ago when all of our friends recently got married a couple of years ago, and
that was crazy. I mean, it happens really fast, right? I mean, it was Eric and Spencer and Rachel and Sarah all in 1 year.
Yeah.
And then Greg and Nada, Steve and Maria. It's just kind of like domino effect. It's like, fuck, I don't even have a girlfriend.
We're hitting that age where it's like
it's happening.
And I'm sitting back here drinking beers and relaxing on my couch. Relaxing on my couch ever so nicely.
I love little baby Elsa though. I mean, I'm glad
she's amazing.
Yeah, the other day I was over there and I was
she's cute as ever.
I had her. I was making her laugh and giggle, and she she likes me. I'm trying to constantly be around her. And, I'm hanging out with them a lot.
You want her to know it's like cool Uncle Thomas.
Exactly. I want to be cool Uncle Tom, right?
Yeah.
I'm Uncle Tom. As soon as they had that, or as soon as I found out Sarah was pregnant, it was like, I'm Uncle Tom.
I'm Auntie Jamie.
That's fine. I'm just saying, I'm Uncle Tom.
I'm not Auntie Tom. Bates isn't Auntie Tom.
I'm Auntie Butterfly. That is my name.
What was that expression you always use for your...
You always have to flutter like butterflies and wiggle like octopuses.
Yeah, that's a really weird expression. It's funny, but
it's so true. Like, you want a baby
it's so true.
But it is. No, you think about it. Like, I have a little niece, Amy. She's adorable and the love of my life. And when she was born, and like one of the first times I met her, I looked at her, I'm like, we are gonna flutter like butterflies together. And then there was no butterfly emoji in texting, so we added...
sent an octopus instead?
Well, we sent an octopus, and I said, well, we'll wiggle like octopuses then. And that's how that saying came about, is we're going to flutter like butterflies and wiggle like octopuses.
See, you never actually told me the full story of that, I don't think.
Oh, really?
And
that's how
it clicked.
Yeah, that's how it came up, because there was no butterfly emoji.
So did that pain for you, for her, about
it's hanging on her bedroom wall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did your sister say? It was like, okay, well, this one's actually decent enough, I'll leave it. Did she throw that other thing out that you made?
I don't know what happened to that one. There was some conflict, and it was best just to left untalked about.
Okay, fair enough.
I love my sister. She's absolutely amazing, but we have some clashes, and we both understand we have clashes, so I know when to drop things, and I know when to pursue things. And so the nail art I did for Amy, I dropped.
She could have put it in a box somewhere, you know what I mean?
Well, we're just going to drop this.
Okay, all right.
We're going to drop this.
Subject drop.
But the art painting, no, it is on Amy's wall, and she better have it for life. Because Auntie Butterfly did it.
There you go, all right. Auntie Butterfly.
Yeah, Auntie Butterfly, that's my name. Auntie Butterfly.
Does she know you as that? Do you refer to yourself as
that?
I do. Actually?
Yeah, because Tammy calls me that, so I want to kind of keep it consistent. I don't want to confuse her with like, oh, like my name's Butterfly, my name's Melissa, my name's this, my name's that. Like,
name's Bates.
Exactly.
You got too many names, Bates.
I know, I do.
Maybe I'll call Melissa.
You can call me anything, just don't call me late for dinner.
Oh my God. A lot of us call Melissa Bates because it's her last name. It's
better than Master.
Yeah, I know. We all thought that joke before.
I know. That's why I own that joke, because everyone says it, and I have to own it.
I don't think I've ever said it to you before, personally.
No, just behind my back.
Yeah, exactly.
I think everyone has said it at least once.
That's why I don't feel ashamed and say, yeah, I have.
It's okay. I'm good friends with you guys. Yeah, no, so Amy has that hanging up on her wall, and yeah, love of my life. Babies are crazy. Like, you look at them and you're like, everything changes. Like, once Elsa came, like, everything changed once Elsa came. Because it was like, there's a baby here. Like, we, like, you know, she hiccups. And we're like, oh my God, did you see her do that?
Everyone's watching, right? I mean,
Exactly.
It becomes the center of center of attention for everyone, right? And everyone's
your whole
interested
life changes.
in, well, especially for the parents, obviously, but you know, for everyone else who's like hanging out with them, it's like all of a sudden there's this new little thing that you know you've experienced, but you've never really like, you know, you're a kid before and you see other people's kids or whatever, but all of a sudden one of your good friends has a kid, and it's just like, holy
shit!
Holy shit, exactly. I took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's fucking Eric and Sarah's kid, you know? And
that is like the combination of them just come into one. Same with, we also have friends, Rachel and Spencer. They're going to have a baby June 10th.
Yeah, next door neighbors.
Next door neighbors, we share a wall. There's still 78 squares left on the baby board.
Seriously? You're not selling that shit enough.
I think I am.
She's doing amazing if you ask me. The baby is due in 2 months. It's almost full.
Oh, okay. Well, then fair enough.
Oh, yeah. No,
well, the way you phrase it, you're like, there's still 74 left. It was just sort of like,
out of 400 squares, I have 78 left.
I haven't asked her at my work yet. The only person who volunteered to go for Eric and Sarah's was Devin, one of the boss's sons.
Nice. I kind of forced a few people. Like, my mom was like, oh, you're doing a baby board? I'm like, give me $20.
And they did, on the spot.
And my mom did. She's like, okay, here's $20. I'm like, yeah, and their name is on the baby board.
Remember,
you know?
I'm the eyeballs.
Oh, I don't think I could forget. You're the eyeballs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, it's really interesting to see. Like, it's like 2.0 of our friendship group. Like,
yeah.
You know, like,
it's a new era.
It is. Because I think, like, you know, all of us are so close and we all have, like, this great love and respect for everyone and all of our friends. And, like, we have this amazing, great relationship. And then you add, like, a baby into it.
I know I'm beating you a lot.
I know you are beating me. But you add a baby into it and it's just, like, it's like friendship 2.0. It realistically is. It's friendship 2.0.
I don't think it's friendship 2.0. It's just our lives 2.0. It's a different. It's a different.
I see what you're saying.
Honestly, like my friendship with Eric hasn't changed much. Besides maybe seeing him slightly less. But I mean, they've actually, and from I think what a lot of couples do after they have a kid, you know, you get a little less social, a lot more secluded.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually still hanging out with Eric a decent amount, you know, like, and Sarah too. You know, they both come. They've come to my house. They brought the baby. You know, it's. You know,
Elsa comes out and it's...
Yeah, no, they're really afraid. Yeah, they're really good at, like, still keeping up, you know, social interaction with everyone. They're not, like, closing themselves off to everyone and just sort of being like that, like, we're a family and, you know...
But your mindset has to change, though. Like, you can't, like, drink a case of beer and do a podcast. And, you know, like, I
think Eric agreed to be on the show, actually.
Eric would.
One of the next episodes.
Realistically, like, if I had a baby right now, I would not be getting shittered with you making a podcast.
So what if you've had a baby for, you know, like, half a year, and it's just like, it's one of your nights off? Why wouldn't you? You know, would you not want to do this? Or is it, you know? So, I mean, I'm not saying, like, a single mother situation. Like, you know, that would probably be not too good unless you got a babysitter, and even then, probably a little bit questionable.
But I think, like, but I think, like, you have to think of, like, the woman's point in mind. Like, your brain changes. Like, you know,
Well, Sarah and Eric are, you know, like, I mean, you can definitely tell that Sarah's a bit more she's the mom, you know what I mean? Like, and Eric's the typical, you know, like, well, I still want to go and drink with the guys kind of dad, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's what you see. It's, you know, your typical thing you see in, like, a TV show almost, and which is, you know, obviously based off of real life to begin with. So,
But is that realistic that, like, the woman's mind goes more so towards the latter than the male? That's a whole other subject.
Well, we're built different, right? Like, the chemicals
pause for a second?
different.
You two, I'm not getting a word in because I just enjoy listening to you two because it's quite entertaining.
Okay, there's no pause, but you can interrupt us anytime you want.
Our banter
It's pretty funny. So you guys, I'm kind of audience too. So
well, you know, Thomas and I high-fived because we even said beforehand. I was like,
let's
you know,
do an actual high five then.
Did you look at?
No, I didn't look at the elbow. That was
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
slap
Whenever
on
you
it.
do a high five, you have to look at the elbow.
You don't have to, but
well,
it's
no,
it makes
you
it,
do.
It
You
makes it
have
better.
to look at the elbow. That's how you high five.
That's how it makes you make a better, more accurate connection. I don't know how or why.
And that's how you make a better high five.
And I told my dad that not too long ago. You know, his response was like, "Why don't you just look at the hand?" And I
It
didn't.
doesn't work.
I didn't have a good response to that though.
It doesn't work.
Well, let's
You
try it.
Okay, look at your hand. Ow, maybe that does work.
I feel well, it's like catching a ball, right? Like, look at the ball. It's just like, I don't know.
I don't know. I always
As
just
soon as
sound
he
like
said
looking
it-
at the elbow.
No, and it works. But as soon as he said, "Why don't you just look at the hand?" and I was like,
Yeah, maybe.
"Oh,
Maybe Brian, you know what you're talking about.
why did I never think of that
Brian's
before?"
smart.
Brian Connaughton.
These are oh, now we're using last names. I see how it is.
What?
Oh, we
You're-
did say
you're-
Bates though too.
Yeah.
Jamie Wells.
Thomas Connaughton.
Right.
Thomas Samuel Connaughton.
Oh, now we're
Yeah.
using middle names. Jamie Michelle Wells.
Yes.
It is Michelle, right?
Yes.
Excuse me. Sorry. What's
Fuck, I forget your middle name.
M&M's.
Hey y'all, I'm
May.
I was just about to curtsy.
It's too late. I did it, and it's even in the story. It's even
Hey
in the
y'all,
story.
I'm Melissa May.
Best country name to date.
That is, it is the best country name to date, and it honestly, like, thank you parents for naming me something that just kind of goes very well together. I was born in the
Rolls
country.
off the tongue.
Born on the
My
thumbs.
name is country. Like, it's just, like, I don't want to say unfortunately, because I love that aspect of my life, but it is a part of my life.
Melissa May.
Hey y'all, I'm Melissa May.
All
I
right.
feel like I should have like a Dixie skirt on with like bouffant hair and like I feel like I should just be like, y'all, hey y'all.
Yeah, I'll be back. I used to watch
You wanna watch me milk a cow?
Someone might like that.
There is actually a dating site, because I was telling Thomas I'm getting back into the world of dating and it's kind of intimidating. There's a dating site called Farmers Only.
Oh wow.
I was informed of.
Ooh.
Because you'll never be lonely on Farmers Only. That's the catchphrase.
That's pretty damn perfect.
Yeah,
That's
and
pretty damn perfect.
this is a while ago, and I was talking to some guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm on Farmers Only," and I'm like, "Oh Jesus Christ! I think I should hide my face."
I'm not getting or joining on the site whatsoever.
Yeah, but that's the catchphrase. You'll never be lonely on Farmers Only.
It rings, it rhymes.
It does.
It goes
You know
together
what?
perfectly.
I've remembered it for a while now, and it's stuck in my mind.
A catchphrase will forever stay there.
And yeah, no, it's yeah. Oh dear.
Alright, you two, I am going to go smoke myself silly for my birthday.
Please do, Jamie.
You two.
We will be
Play
bantering back
away.
and forth.
Yeah, we're just gonna continue talking and drinking beer.
That's okay. I am taking a few minutes break.
Sounds good. I'll
Okay.
see you in a few minutes, Jim.
Jamie is peacing out to go get stoned for her birthday.
By myself! It's okay. I'm allowed.
How long
Don't
is it
move.
going on?
Don't move it.
Oh, sorry.
Uh,
Almost an hour.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're at 53 minutes.
Oh wow, we're still.
Wow, we have not drank a case of beer in 53 minutes.
It is a 15 case.
I know, but I've had like 3.
Well,
And I'm pretty drunk right now. Yeah.
God damn,
I
Melissa.
know I'm trying, Thomas. Thomas, forgive me.
This is a show. This is a show about.
Can I just like go like this and you'll forgive me?
This is a show about getting drunk on beer and drinking an entire beer. A beer. Oh my god, I almost said a beer. A case. A case of beer.
That's when the words start to fumble.
Drinking a case of beer and talking about stuff.
Yeah. Well, ask me a question. Let's talk about stuff.
What's.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I said ask me a question.
That's
Okay,
hard.
How about this?
That's hard.
AMA.
Ask me a question.
AMA. Ask me anything. You can ask me anything and I will give you the honest, truthful answer to anything. Ask me anything.
What do you think about
Uh-huh. What do I think about?
the okay, it's less of a question. So
Okay.
I was trying to just go into straight into a subject here.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, do it up.
I don't know. The question basically is that did you hear about what happened today with Syria and the U.S.?
Fuck.
Is that yeah or no?
Fuck. That's a fuck.
What does that mean?
That means, well, I'm going to go back to our lovely friend Eric. I remember him, he was telling me that he talked to his grandma, who is German, Elsa. She's lovely. Your phone is going to die soon.
Why does it say that?
Because it's doing that.
How does that mean it's supposed to die?
I'm going to guess something's going on with your phone. But Elsa, Eric's lovely grandma, has said,
Still recording.
this is how it happened. This is when she was in Germany.
I have no idea. It's starting again though.
Okay.
We're recording. I just want to say, at some point there was a point in time where this thing stopped recording.
Yes.
I don't know when that actually happened. I don't know how much of the conversation was missed, but we're gonna continue on.
Everything was missed.
Well, some stuff was definitely missed. I don't know how much.
Okay.
One second.
So I was saying.
No. One second. To fill you in, we have.
How many beers deep are we?
We have 4 beer left in our 15 case of beer.
4?
I-
No.
No what?
No, there's not 4 left.
I'm showing you. I almost tipped it. Okay.
Oh no.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
This is getting out of hand. There's 4 beer left. You see him? You can see him, right? What do you mean maybe? Are you gonna show up? You look like it.
I've done
I burped.
Was it bad burp?
It was a bad burp.
Dirty burp?
It was a dirty burp.
Alright. Well, we got 4 beer left. We got 4 beer left in the case.
Okay.
I'm drinking.
Okay, well, I asked Thomas a question, people, and it was,
Wait. We should probably tell them what we're doing, just in case people missed the beginning.
everything that we talked about.
I don't know.
We
I don't know when.
we were drunk.
I don't know when this cut out. We're doing this questionnaire. It's 36 questions
Yeah, 36 questions.
to fall in love. Wow, they couldn't have stopped at 35. They had to go to that.
They added that one extra one.
They had to go to that 3rd page with 1 question. That's ridiculous. All right. Anyways, so 36 questions to fall in love. We are on question.
We were on
What are we
the
on
things
now?
that you
Let's
and
skip
your
one.
name 3 things that you and your partner appear to have in common. And I said the love of the outdoors.
I got a lot of that before.
And Thomas said the love of cigarettes. And then I said the love no,
I said another one though.
you did, and I said another one too.
What was it?
I
Drinking
can't
beer?
remember. Big
I was gonna use that one next one. Shh.
no, I think Thomas and I have an appreciation of life. I think you appreciate life. I think you
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think you really appreciate the beauty in life, and I think you try to portray that in all of your creative endeavors.
I was gonna say the one I had before was
Yeah?
space-headedishness.
Oh yeah,
We're both
Yeah,
space-headed.
we're
We're
both space
spaceys, you know. Yeah, exactly.
total
yeah.
space cases.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking rock a piss. I'll be
Okay,
back.
so I'm gonna go on to it. Another one is I think
Sorry.
Thomas and I like as a friend wise, I think we're on the same page.
Are we?
I think we are.
Okay.
Well, that's me. Are you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I can't answer that question.
Match the colors together and I could do it if you just
Okay.
down.
For what in your life do you feel most grateful? For what in my life do I feel like most grateful for? And I feel most grateful for the opportunities I've been given. Like, I have been presented with beautiful, beautiful opportunities, and I really hope that I've been able to take them throughout my life. So I think that's what I've been most grateful towards the in my life is all the opportunities. Is all the opportunities I've been given for. Number 10. If I could change anything about the way I was raised, what would it be? So if I could change anything about the way I was raised.
That's okay. I got this.
I think if I could change anything about the way I was raised is we didn't talk about feelings very often.
No,
we kind of shoved them under the carpet.
I'm not a feeling talker. Fuck feeling talker.
Yeah, but not fuck. I think it's important.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's important. But Thomas, I have a question
Stop
for
fucking
you.
twisting the thing.
Because I answered one.
What's the question? I have something to say.
I say, what do you feel most grateful for? What do you feel most grateful
My
for?
parents.
Yeah?
My parents are
awesome.
been awesome parents. They've given me a lot. They've helped me out a lot, and no one else. I mean, I've had friends, and that's the thing about friends is that like they're just people that you meet in your life. They're not family, and I've had a lot of friends really help me out a lot too throughout the times.
Yeah.
With just general friendship and also help me out with money and things like that. It's just like I've got some really good friends but family though. I mean, like for sure, my parents are the most.
Brian and Sheila are awesome.
I just had a revelation-ish moment in the bathroom. I just want to say, possible idea for a new thing. What was it called again? Some of the shot. I'll come back to that. I'll think of it.
All right.
Drink a beer. Get your beer done.
Done. I'm already on a new one.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Well done.
Okay, so Thomas, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Honestly, I don't think people should meddle with the past. That's my answer.
I like it. Because everyone does. Everyone meddles with the past.
I don't think that's what I meant by that.
Oh, okay. Not? What do you mean by it?
Like, you never know. Like, you change one thing in the past, you never know what's going to happen in the future. Things turned out a certain way based off what I've done so far in my life. I made my own choices. Yeah. My parents made their own choices. Things turned out this way. And I like my life. I like the people I'm friends with.
So if you
I wouldn't want to change a single thing.
Raised,
I wouldn't want to change a single thing because who knows?
Respectable.
None of us might actually even be friends if that happened. And I wouldn't want that. So no, I don't.
Respectable. I really love to be friends with you for like ever and ever.
I would not change the past. If I could change the past, that's not something I would do.
See, if I could change anything about the way I was raised, what would it be? I think I already said this. I would change the way like we talked about things. Like my family was very like closed mouth. I think I would change the way that we discuss things because I'm very open and honest. And I think I would love to have that. To talk about things. Like, I'm not saying, like, I was closed off or anything, but I think I would love more of that.
More communication?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I would never change the way I was brought up because I think it was absolutely amazing. I think my parents did a fantastic job. Okay, but going on to it, I'm going to skip number 11 and go on to number 12. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one a quality or ability, what would it be? Oh, I know this one. I would have acquired the ability to apparate. like transform into any position. Like say like I wanted to be in Scotland tomorrow at 9 a.m. I would wake up and I would be in Scotland tomorrow at 9 a.m. I would love to be able to like be like transform. I think I would like, you know, go here or go there or go there or go there with the blink of the eye.
I'd freeze time. I think just the pranks you could do with freezing time would be so fucking hilarious.
Fair enough.
I could just entertain and then, you know, and that's through the perspective that you don't age.
Yep.
Otherwise, you just, according to everyone else, you just be aging really quickly and be like, why are you aging so fast? It's fucking weird. And you'd be like, it's because I'm freezing time all the time and pulling pranks on you fuckers. But, you know, I don't want to do that, right? So fuck that. And then also technically, in a way, you kind of like live longer from that perspective. So
yeah,
there's a lot of bonuses from that superhero power.
Okay, love it. So Thomas,
yes.
If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about yourself, your life, the future, or anything else, what would you want to know? What would you want to know? If a crystal ball could tell you the future, could tell you the truth about yourself, the life, and your future, or anything else, what would you want to know? We're on stage 2 of questions, so this is getting deep.
If it was just about me and nothing else...
No, just about you. What would you want to know?
I would say nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would ask if I'm on the right track.
That's...
No.
To me, that's an irrelevant question. What do you mean by the right track?
No, I want to know, like...
The right track for what? Happiness or success or what?
I believe...
Those could be two different things, right?
No, yeah. So, I believe in fate. So I believe there's...
I believe in fate too, but from a scientific perspective.
Yeah. Can I fucking talk without you interrupting me? Because that would be fantastic.
All right, listen.
Thank you, Thomas.
You're welcome.
So
spicy.
Yeah. Oh, I am getting spicy. Don't cut me off. I think if I could have the answers, I would want to know, like, I believe in fate, so I would want to know if I'm on the right track towards my fate. And that's all I would want to know. I won't want to know yes or no. I don't want to know if I'm with the right person. I just want to know if I'm on the right track on following my fate.
See, I don't believe there's a right path to fate.
Fair enough.
You're just, like, fate is fate.
Wording here, wording here.
And I feel like I have to kind of explain this, because I feel like a lot of people are probably thinking, like fuck fate, doesn't make sense. I'm thinking from a scientific point of view, from the perspective that from the beginning of history, people do an action. Anything happens, right? It has a reaction, and that has rippled through time, and has now come to where we are now. Everything that's happened in the past has rippled, to now, and that is what's causing everything that's happening right now. I mean, yes, people have free will. We have decisions. We make our own decisions, but those decisions are based off of, our general chemical makeup and the experiences we've had and the experiences that we're currently in, which are also based off of previous,
I see where you're coming from.
Everything's happened from the past, right? And it's all built up to this one,
I see where you're talking from.
And any given situation, it's like a triangle where everything just kind of meets up to this one point where everything's happened and everything's led up to this one point based off, everything that's happened previously, right? And that's just the way it is. But in a sense, it's almost like everything's set in motion. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen. But it's almost like it's already set. And it's just like, the thing is,
it's fate.
We can't predict it. As humans, there's no, I don't believe in people who, believe, find people's futures. What's the word I'm looking for?
Psychics?
Yeah, psychics. I don't believe in, psychics and predicting people's futures. There's no way a human with the technology we have or could ever have in immense amount of years would be ever be able to predict what's going to happen in the future, like accurately, like to like to a large degree, right? But I mean, but I feel like there actually is technically somewhere in there, like, if you could get enough information from everything, you'd be able to predict. It's possible you'd be able to predict. And if any one thing that would happen in the future. I mean, and as soon as you do that, though, it could potentially change it, right?
Yeah, I think you can predict anything, but I think...
But if you had that information that you would eventually come to that decision... Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's okay, that's okay.
You're getting drunk now, so it's just happening.
I think that... we're getting shittered. I think if... No, what was the question again? If a crystal ball could tell you the truth about anything about yourself... I think there's a line. I think there's always choices, though.
Oh my goodness.
That was me. I think there's choices. I think if you take choice A or choice B, you know what... No, please let me finish. Thank you. And I think in my perspective, I think what's right in choice A between choice B. And I think that's how you project onward.
Is it an A and a B? Where did this come from?
That's me being logical, because I love logic.
I missed the A-B part.
Okay, so, because I'm not whimsical like you are, which you are so whimsical.
I thought you were whimsical, too. That was like a trait that we shared, apparently.
We are, apparently.
I don't think I'm whimsical.
I'm
like
logical.
being whimsical.
I'm logical. I'm not whimsical. I'm logical.
I can't smoke inside, can I?
No, you cannot smoke in my house.
Not today.
Can we pause this and we can go for a smoke? Because I have to pee.
And we're gonna smoke a joint.
I think let's take this for a ride. We're gonna take this whole fucking thing outside.
Can I go pee first?
Yeah. Go to the washroom.
Okay.
We're gonna go smoke a joint and a cigarette, and we're gonna go outside. It's windy out. Shit might get hard to hear. We're gonna just, I don't give a fuck. We're gonna try and see how it goes. I have no one to talk to, so I'm just
cool. Like, you think I'm totally.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Her name?
Every day.
Driftwood and hooks.
It's my life.
Are we paused? Are we paused?
There's no pause.
Okay. So what's the next question? On The Price is Right.
Are we going for a smoke and a puff? Is that what's happening?
What's your greatest accomplishment of life?
Is there you have a joint rolling, Jay?
I haven't rolled one.
So,
she hasn't rolled
Tom, what's your greatest accomplishment of life?
Teddy?
Teddy's fucking great. So I went to Build-A-Bear in the Tsawwassen Mills. And that's where I got the sunglasses. That's where I got the sword.
I know.
And so I told him, I was like, yeah, my friend, he's great. He's making a horror movie. And she was horrified. She's like, oh my God. There's a horror movie of a teddy bear? And I was like, it's fucking awesome! You need to see it! And I was like, honestly, he's gonna buy everything from you. Like, there was wheelchairs.
You realize that I'm literally only gonna buy one thing from them.
A bomber jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everything.
Well,
Just one thing. It's like that.
I got their hopes up.
It's plus one of the opposite of what you just said.
Yeah, well, I bought him a sword and glasses. I will buy Teddy everything he needs because it's great.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know if the sword's gonna make it in the movie.
And I told you I wasn't expecting anything. I bought him into the movie, so whatever.
I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like sort of,
No, I kind of expected the things that I bought would probably not make it in there because you have your envision of everything.
The sunglasses probably will.
Awesome. Yep. No
you
worries.
Make a bride of Teddy.
We were talking about that last night. So Kitty and I had an idea.
For the trilogy?
Yes.
I know I'm going to do the trilogy.
About the bride. And Kitty and I were thinking of making Teddy a bride called Chiffon Champagne. That would be her name.
Called what?
Chiffon Champagne.
I don't know about that.
I knew someone by the name of that.
You knew someone by the name. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get you to repeat that very clearly for the recorder here. What was the name?
Chiffon Champagne.
That was the real person's name.
That is, and everyone called her Fawn.
Was she a stripper?
No.
Okay, you paused a bit there. I just want to clarify.
Before I knew her, I don't know what she did for a living, but when I knew her, she did not strip.
Just a
I'll
little.
say that.
Not even just a little bit.
Oh. How can you strip a little bit? I'm
I'm
gonna take half my shirt off, but not all of it.
Maybe you just stripped a little bit of the time. I mean, like,
No.
not like just a little bit. Like, I only half strip. You can see half my tits.
Yeah, you can only see half the
You
nip.
can see half my vag, but that's it. That's the whole
But
thing.
I draw the line at that. How dare you think of anything else because of me?
Left or right? It's your choice.
Well, I always find the right. I always go towards the right.
I was gonna say left.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're not doing good on this fucking thing, are we?
We're not falling in
on
love,
this
Thomas.
falling in
I'm
love
sorry.
questionnaire.
I'm sorry, we're not falling in love.
Apparently, Melissa Bates is a right and I'm a left.
It's never gonna work.
On which side of the vag we prefer?
It's never gonna work. But Thomas,
I prefer the left side of the vag.
complete the sentence.
The left side of the vag? I don't really understand.
No, that
You
got
can
out.
each pick a side.
People are listening to this.
You have a podcast going, bitch.
It's a podcast.
Okay,
Yeah,
Thomas.
totally.
Thomas,
That's the case.
complete this sentence. I wish I had someone to whom I could share what?
I don't understand what you just said.
Okay, so complete this sentence. I wish I had someone whom I could share what with?
Yeah, totally.
A 15 case with.
So pretty.
We'll look no further.
So pretty. Aww.
Cheers.
That's kind of cute.
Thank you. All right, Thomas. What, if anything, is too serious to joke about? Rape and gay people, and especially handicapped.
No.
If anyone, I've noticed, for me personally, if anyone that I'm dating with, I will cut it off completely if they make a joke. If they're like, oh, that's so retarded, I'll be like, yep, done.
I've heard it was
Or if anyone says that's so gay, done, I'm done. And, yeah.
I'm gonna go with children born with tails. What did I just say, Jamie?
What?
Oh, she just fucking burst out laughing. Horrible person. Kitty's laughing too. Oh my god.
Okay, so we're on completely
This is-
different paths.
This is your last chance to be on the show. You guys just ruined it.
What did we do?
Just laughing at children born with tails and oh my god, Kitty is literally almost falling over laughing right now. Some child with a tail right now is listening to this.
Give me
and
a
she
fucking
is
beer.
Super upset.
Well,
She is super upset.
I've always wanted a tail, so
Or
there
he.
you go.
All right.
Have you?
Yeah.
A long one or like a short one?
No, a long one, like a monkey tail, so
Most-
then you could like
Most children
use
born with
it.
tails have just little short ones where they can't hook around branches.
That is sad.
It is. Oh my god!
Are you okay?
I just lost my shit there for a second. They can't hook them around the branches, so what's the point? Oh my god! I don't know if I can put this on YouTube anymore.
Yep, not anymore. Okay.
Oh, what's the next question? How many questions? What question are we on? We're on.
I skipped a lot because I wasn't
If-
sure how you would respond.
If you're just joining us, we're doing 36 questions to fall in love. And we skipped a bunch of questions.
Okay, yeah, we skipped a lot of questions because I wasn't quite sure how they would be answered.
How many pairs have you had?
Yeah, we're not going to answer that question.
I want to know.
If you were to die this evening with no opportunity to communicate with anyone, what was your biggest regret? Okay, Thomas, if you died tomorrow, what's your biggest regret?
Not fishing Teddy 2.
Fair enough. Not finishing Teddy 2?
Yeah. Second would be not finishing the stories.
Uh-huh.
But Teddy 2 still first.
Yeah,
Don't tell Eric, Jerry, Rachel Spencer.
Don't tell anyone.
There we go. Oh, fuck, it's on video. I forgot about that. It's still really important.
My
it's still
biggest
really
regret
important.
would be not traveling anywhere. That's my biggest regret. I would love to travel the world.
You haven't traveled anywhere?
No, I went to Maui with Janie.
That's something. That's
I went to Palm Springs with my mom. And then I went to Kelowna about 5 times because I was in charge of my grandma.
Kelowna doesn't count.
No, Kelowna.
Especially with your grandma.
Yeah, that's not. Well, I got a free airfare. They paid for my airfare because I had to take care of my grandma.
Just because you get it for free doesn't mean it counts as like being
Sure
awesome.
it does.
Nobody.
Okay, so my biggest
I've
regret.
traveled the world. I've been to Kelowna.
My biggest regret is I have not traveled the world.
All right, next question.
That is my biggest regret. Okay, next question.
Stop.
Okay,
Stop.
what?
Drink a bunch of beer. You're way
Okay,
behind.
you asked me a question.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm
Okay,
switch
Thomas is asking me a question.
Where are we
You
at?
asked.
Where
I
are
don't
we
know.
at?
I just pick random ones to be quite honest. Pick
Are
up
you
one.
serious?
Pick
All right,
one.
fuck. All right. That's the one you just said. Right, you're
Okay, ask anyone.
Your house containing everything you own catches fire. After saving your loved ones and pets, you have time to safely make a final dash to save one item. What would it be?
Okay, so I am a collector and lover of things. I collect things that have a story. I think if I could,
Totally.
okay, so if I could, I would take that video game from downstairs. But if I could not, I would take that picture of the Titanic being built. Right there.
This is a hard question.
Or the picture of Ladner being built.
So that
Or that picture over there.
now you've got multiple. So yeah, it's a hard question, right?
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? Actually, no. If
one thing. Pick something.
I would take
Right now, quick.
the picture I took of Ladner.
Okay.
The picture I made of Ladner.
Melissa selected a painting that did you paint?
Yes.
She painted a
It was
picture.
my Christmas gift from my parents.
And you have it?
Yeah, it's right there.
It was a Christmas gift for your parents, but you had
Yeah,
it?
no, it was a art class.
Were they gonna throw it out?
No, it was
And
an
then you
art class.
decided
It was
to-
an art class.
You said it was for your parents.
Yeah, for my parents. My parents gave me an art class.
Oh, they gave you an art class.
Yes, dumbwit.
I thought you said you gave
You're
the paint. You gave the paint to your parents, and you have it. I'm like, fuck, your family really hates your art, don't they?
No, my parents gave me that for Christmas.
The whole painting? After you painted it?
I'm gonna slap you silly with no one's business.
Alright, alright, my face.
I love you, but no.
What was the question?
no,
again?
but no.
What was the question again? What was the question?
Okay. The question is, if your house containing everything you own catches fire, after saving your loved ones and your pets,
Yeah, I got it.
you have time to make a dash to save one other thing. What would it be and why? It would be that picture right there.
It would be probably.
I could say Teddy. Probably Teddy for you, eh?
People have it, I could get it back, so it'd be a close call between. It'd be like either a computer, PlayStation 4, or my sword, the big one, though.
Oh, yeah.
The 4-foot sword. That's a good sword.
Yeah.
Handcrafted by yours truly.
It is. It's lovely. Okay, so I'm not going to ask the next question, but I'll ask that question after.
Why aren't you going to answer or ask that
It's
question?
all about death and dying, and I just don't think I want to go into that mode.
Hey, this is a podcast about life in general. So let's throw it at me.
All right. So Thomas, of all the people in your family, whose death would affect you the most, and why?
Is a hard question. Why would you ask me something
because
like that?
you told me to. I was gonna skip it. Who?
I'll just say one of my parents.
Yeah, I think my parents too. Okay, on to the next one because that is a very deep question.
That's a hard question.
Okay, my parents. If you knew in 1 year you would die suddenly, what would change anything about the way you are living now? Would you change? Okay, so if you knew you were in 1 year you would die suddenly, what would change anything about the way you were living now?
Drink beer more.
Yeah?
No. I'm telling you to drink beer more.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about the answer to that question.
I can tell you my answer. I think I would be very honest to everyone that has been included in my life. So say like Thomas, you haven't, but like say like you pissed me off. I think I would talk to you about that. To be like on an even keel.
Where are we at?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, number 19. So I think like if you say like you did me wrong, say like you ghosted me, like say like we were having whatever and you ghosted me, like I think I would talk to you about that.
That's the one thing you would do if you're.
I think anyone in a sense, like I think I would talk to them about the way they treated me, so like there would be like no like hard feelings.
I would travel. I would travel more. I would go different places. I would see the world as much as I could before I died.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, not 100%. I think like half the time, like at a year, I'd spend a half a year doing that, and like half a year just being with my friends and family, and then I would alternate it, so it wouldn't be like like half year, but like maybe like a month on, month off, or just traveling and like.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had the money to do that, and if I could do anything, that's what I'd do.
Okay. So what does friendship mean to you?
Well, I'd say it'd be being there for someone when they absolutely need it, but not just that. Also being compatible and enjoying each other's company and just having a good time when you hang out with someone, being able to have a conversation or whatever. Just there's that, but then you're not really a friend if you when someone actually needs you, you're just sort of like, well, I can't help you, sorry. That's not really a friend. Then you're just using it for the advantage of having like that communication kind of thing, and then just being like kind to someone isn't really being a friend either, kind of thing. If you don't have that sort of connection with them, right? So it's a two-sided coin, right? Being able, having like a connection with someone where you're you share, whatever, right? Searching about something, and then also actually, liking them enough that you're, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna help them out if they need help, and that's, you can't really call yourself a friend if you're not willing to help a person out when in need, if you can help, especially if you can help them. Sometimes you can't, but if you can help them and you don't, then you can't really call that a friendship. What do you call it at that point, right? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. What roles do love and affection play in your life? Well, quite a bit. I just jumped recently into the world of dating and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. If you joined Plenty of Fish, I hate being vulnerable. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
What's the hard
And the
thing
rules
about
of
that?
love and affection. Like, people play with people's emotions, and I don't like it. I'm a very black and white person. Like, I'm a very, like, I'm not a games play person, and I'm a very black and white person. Like, be honest, be truthful, be kind, and be nice. And don't be a dick, and don't be da.
Melissa, how many beer do you have left?
Oh, there's a couple on the ground right there.
You spilled some?
Yes. So I gotta clean it up. You can it.
How much did you spill?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
R-E-S-E-C-T.
Melissa,
What?
I think we're done with this 36 question stuff.
You wanna go for smoke?
Yeah.
Okay.
We answered, we already skipped some, right? So,
Oh, probably.
So we're not doing the 36. It's not like a whole thing, right? Where it's like we're doing the 36 questions.
Alright, let's do it. Let's go for smoke.
Okay, we're skipping some questions.
Okay, ask me anything. AMA. AMA me.
Are you?
Any question. AMA me.
You did that last time I came up with something. You AMA me.
No, you AMA me. You
Don't-
have all
don't-
the questions to ask me.
Don't-
What do you want to
No,
ask
we're not
me?
gonna use a piece of paper to tell us what to
Okay,
talk.
ask me anything, Thomas. Ask me anything.
Opposite. You're gonna tell, and you're gonna ask me.
No.
Opposite. Yeah.
No, I said-
asked the last question.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
Not excluding that. business.
No, you did not. And so you can ask me anything, and I will be very honest.
I'll ask you something right now.
Okay, do it, please.
Then. What's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer is probably the
It's just-
Goddess Golden from Persephone.
Oh fuck, that is a good beer.
Hmm?
Okay, so if anyone is listening right now,
Yeah.
probably no one.
If you've lasted this long.
Okay, so Melissa used to live in the Sunshine Coast,
Yeah.
and
There was a brewery up there that I loved.
we had this friend who worked at
Anders.
said brewery, and he was the brewmaster there. So a couple times we went up and visited him, and he was dating a friend of ours, and we went up, and Melissa was living up there, so it was like
We made friends with a friend of a friend.
it was like, yeah. Anyways, it worked out well. Anyways, so we went to this place, and we basically get this private tour of the whole brewery.
We did. It was great.
I mean, getting a tour of brewery is pretty sweet. I mean, it was like a small brewery, right? They grew their own hops. It was, it was small time, but it was starting to get bigger, right? It was a good place. And we got like a good portion of the tour where we're in the brewing room. And we are literally pouring beers out
From the vat.
straight from the vats
Anders is
into
really
cups
great.
and drinking them. It was like
Ah.
that's the freshest beer you can get. Like,
Yeah.
you're literally like you're tapping it from the vat it was made in. Like holy
Yeah,
fuck.
Anders is such a nice guy.
That was awesome.
Anders was a really genuine good person. You want to compare people to be horrible. He was a very genuine person.
Where you at the beer?
I'm ready for another one. And should we go for a smoke? Should we pause it and go for a smoke?
Guys,
Yeah, you just.
I don't think I should beer. No beer came out. No, it's good. We're good. No
Yeah.
spill. No spill. No
Yeah,
spill. No splash.
No comment on towards the rest of it, but he was great.
I think we should wait. Let's just finish this. We're gonna finish this podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Ah,
How much you got left in there?
a little bit.
Yeah, one beer.
I gotta go pee.
One beer. No, we're gonna hold it all off. We're gonna no more peas, no more smokes. I want to smoke.
What?
We got one beer left.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fall over.
I know this is supposed to be an hour long.
It's almost 2.
I agree. This was too much to do in an hour. This is an excessive
Okay,
amount of beer. But
It's almost 2. Okay, so Thomas, is there one other topic you want to bring up?
I have nothing off the top of my mind.
Okay, so I'm saying AMA me. Thomas, ask me anything. AMA me. I will talk about anything.
Oh my god.
AMA me. Please.
That's not hard. You're asking me like come up with something creative like on the spot.
Anything.
I know, but it's like a.
Which is bigger, your left boobie or your right boobie?
I don't know if anyone on the. Kitty was a little bit further away. I don't know if he caught this, but Kitty just asked Melissa, which of her boobs is bigger, the left or the right one?
I think my left one is. And I think that the left one is because I'm left-handed. And I just like groping myself here. I feel that my left one is bigger. Because, yeah, my whole body is more towards my left side. AMA. Anything else?
I remember earlier tonight we were talking about like politics and stuff like that. And now we're talking about.
She's like, okay, now you're just being silly.
Now we're just talking about.
Now we're talking about boobs.
If I grope this one, it feels slightly bigger than the other one.
My body is my body, and I project that onto anything. So ask me anything, because I am not going to be shy about all of it. Kitty, go.
Kitty's
Or
thinking.
not.
She's thinking.
Thomas, go. What do you want to know?
This is a hard way to start a conversation.
About my body. Thomas, what do you want to know? What you don't already know.
How out of the back of your kneecaps.
Oh, they're ticklish. They're ticklish. They're a little ticklish. And when someone touches them, I get ticklish.
Yeah. Back of the kneecaps.
Just like you.
Oh, okay. No, fuck that. No, we're not doing tickles.
No.
We are not doing tickles.
I'm sorry.
That is not part of the show. I don't like being tickled.
Yeah, you do.
It upsets me slightly. There was like a.
Oh my god, I had the hiccups.
There's like 10% of me that enjoys it, but there's like 90% of it that's just like, fuck off! I'll fucking kill you, motherfucker!
Like,
No.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No tickles.
I'm sorry.
No tickles.
Okay, Thomas, AMA.
No, other way around. You AMA me.
Okay, AMA.
I AMA. Stop twisting it.
Okay, Thomas, AMA. After Teddy.
You don't have to yell it so close. It picks it up. It's all
After good. Teddy, what's next? After Teddy, what's next?
Teddy 2.
No, after Teddy 2.
Teddy 3.
Teddy is a trilogy.
Yeah.
Trilogy. After Teddy, what's next?
I don't know. Well, I've already started this, right? This whole, what do you call it? Podcast. That's the case. That's my next thing that I've been working on right now.
Okay.
I've had an idea for like a really cheesy, like cartoon type thing.
I have an idea for you, and I think you would run with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an idea of a cartoon of a care home. Because no, you would
sounds extremely exciting.
You would encounter dementia, which I could help you with. You would encounter death, new life, going on.
This is a cartoon.
Yes, cartoon. You would not do this as reality. This is all be cartoon.
You could.
Because, well, not properly. Oh dear, I have the hiccups. But I think you could, really do some, I think you'd do it. As a cartoon.
I have very little, I don't have like animation.
See, the thing is like, I need you to come into my care home.
Because like everything happens
Okay, I can do that.
all in the day. Like everything, like
Well, I'm just
everyone
honestly,
lives
quiet.
the moment
You're quiet.
as it
At least I
is,
don't have
and they
time.
forget.
I'll break off your
They
zipper.
forget.
I will try to do it, but I couldn't
So,
do it. Doing it one person
You
can
know,
do it,
like
I can do
you
that.
and I, say an example, like you and I go out to plant
Plus, I know how
flowers.
silly and weird you are.
Well, you forgot I planted
Flowers.
flowers. So you planted like 18 other bulbs in our flower box, forgetting that there's already 10 flowers planted there. Yes, that has happened. Some guy, okay, realistically, Thomas,
Yes.
For me?
there has been a man that looks at me being like,
Yeah.
well, I fed the elephants and they ate well. And then you were like, yes, the elephants did eat well.
Just straight going all of it.
Yep,
No fucking
Yeah.
around.
no fucking around.
Let them be.
And that's the way you really have to be, because that's the way it is.
Where you at? No, it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
We're on our last beers here. I don't know how many you've had, how many I've had.
I don't know how many I've had.
I drink faster. I'm getting down.
I just collapsed into my friends.
Just drink more beer faster than you're
I
drinking
just
it now.
collapsed into my friends.
Just drink more beer than you're drinking it now. Faster than you're drinking it now. This has been a great. I'm just gonna unplug this. This doesn't need to be charging anymore. I think we're good. This has been a very interesting experience.
That's the case.
No, it's too early. We're not doing that yet.
No, that's we're doing. We drank the whole case.
No, we're not. We have finished.
And shut the fuck up. And that's the case with Thomas Cannon.
Okay, that has not been the case with Thomas Cannon.
And that's totally been the case with Thomas Cannon.
No, we gotta drink the whole case.
We did drink the whole case.
What do you call that?
What do you?
What is
half
that?
A beer? I call that half beer.
That is 9/10
no,
of a beer.
that's half a beer.
Listen,
That is half a beer.
listen.
Yeah, Thomas, you want to argue with me?
Yeah, feel the way.
You want to?